Hey Harmonizers, we are getting ready to go to the airport here and we are taking off to Maine for a weekend of Harmony Horsemanship. I'm pretty excited. Got my little girls with me and we're doing a stopover in Philly along the way. So I've got little Melina and Evelyn here boarding our plane, getting ready to take off. We've got our Peppa Pig suitcase and my suitcase there. It's quite the load to take around by myself. It definitely makes it a little bit tricky going around, but we managed to get it done. And I discovered another use for a hard top suitcase. Evelyn's using it there as a stool to be able to reach the sink there. We're going to be showing you guys a bunch of highlights from the weekend, share some tips. Melina there having some yogurt while Evelyn's washing her hands there. And loving the little flat escalator thing. She thought that was pretty fun, hopping on that as we were going around the airport. Just sharing with you guys a little bit of the trip along the way. Here is stopping at a little Asian restaurant at the stopover because we had a pretty long time at the Philly airport. So we had a long stopover. Melina having some rice there, me having some spring rolls and some sushi while Evelyn is napping. Definitely the stroller is a savior. Evelyn's got her little backpack there with her toys while we had our little stopover, and then hopped aboard our plane and got on our way to Maine and discovered the most amazing views once we got there. So look at this place. This is Hideaway Acres. Absolutely gorgeous. The stunning kind of tucked into the hills here. My girls got set up in the corner for the clinic. Melina about ready to have a nap there and getting ready to go for the workshop. They had some adorable goats outside that Evelyn enjoyed taking a look at, some cute little ponies and stuff too. And before I jump in and show you guys the clinic highlights, just check out this view. This is the kitchen sink view. They can see the ponies, they can see the mountains, and it's pretty gorgeous there. So we had a beautiful time. Let's hop inside to the clinic where we had a couple different groups of horses working through some different exercises. We kind of went through kind of like an intro to Harmony Horsemanship. We did some square exercise, which is one of the first exercises that we tend to teach with the calm connection exercises. So looking for the horse to be on the outside of the pylons, the human on the inside. You don't have to do square exercise around cones like this, but it helps to give a bit of a visual to make sure that you're walking straight lines and able to maintain passive leadership while doing that, and that you ask for that shaping on the corner. So having the horse go on the outside of the cones, make sure that you're getting that nice banana shape in your horse, which helps to relax your horse and make sure that they're focusing on you, not being stiff and straight in their body. It helps to make sure that you're also staying safe and that that horse is going out and around rather than nearly stepping on your toes. So that works really nicely with the connection spot that we use on their neck. Here's another participant. We had adults and then we had a couple kids in the clinic as well. So this is one of the kids that was taking part in the workshop with their pony going really, really slowly. And we had some slow energy horses and then we had some horses that were pretty high energy. And one of the things we started to work on a little bit was our body language. So as little Hadley there is getting her pony, her pretty new pony, I think she's only had her pony for a couple weeks, I think she said, was riding it in lessons beforehand. And we were working on body energy. So if we walk kind of slowly and stiffly, then our horse tends to kind of mirror that and they're going to go kind of slow and stiff. And then if we can work on getting ourselves a little bit more bubbly and energetic, then that's going to help our horse go faster or have a bit more energetic walk than if we just simply rely on, you know, hitting our horse or pulling on our horse or all those kind of other things. A big part of it really has to do with our body energy. Kind of funny here, Miss Evelyn runs over and is our pylon fixer-upper. She loved having that job. She kind of enjoyed it. If a horse knocked over a cone, she thought that was pretty fun. She got to run over and fix it. She had a good time playing with her toys in the corner, but also taking part doing little things like that. And so Hadley doing a really good job there. And sometimes what's happened when they're doing this exercise here is you'll notice that the human's feet might drift past the cone to kind of get the horse out and around and kind of step beyond the pylons. And the idea is to really stay within the pylon. So we ended up adding some poles, like some jump poles, to help kind of draw a line in the sand and make it a little bit easier to kind of say, like, don't go beyond the cone, because then you're not really getting the horse going out and around you effect. You're kind of both going more around. And the objective is to establish that passive leadership and really get that shaping going on and get that kind of safety effect. So here's a little look with that pole that kind of blocks Hadley from going out beyond the cones on the one side there. So as she's coming around, we're looking for that nice straight line to that next cone, which shows that she's not pushing the horse and the horse isn't pushing her. And she was working along doing that exercise, and you can see everybody else is kind of working on the exercise. That's Catherine working on getting kind of an energetic, bubbly walk going because her horse is pretty slow, so just trying to perk up her energy a little bit to get a little bit more liveliness coming out of her horse. And she ended up getting a much better walk going around as she was doing that. And we got everybody kind of working on a peppy walk and getting a little bit more zip going on. This was kind of the slow group. The other group had some faster horses. This was like the super docile group. And then here's a horse that is just coming off of some adrenaline, was really stressed and was actually kind of biting out a lot. And I thought this was just kind of cool to kind of see how he would relax and almost shut his eyes and do like some twitching a little bit, and was really starting to kind of let go of that stress and that tension. Here's a little bit of a zoomed out more look so you can see him a little bit better there. So that was kind of cool. We covered a lot of things. We were doing the Harmony training continuum. You can see there some passive leadership, going over driver lines and quadrants, settled in on some amazing food, so delicious. And then some snuggles at nighttime. That's Osa snuggling with the doggo and Melina. And then the next day was Easter. So this is Happy Easter. I wanted to get a little picture snippet with my two girls on the mountain at the indoor arena and got crack-lacking. So this was kind of cool to take a look at their farm. They've got this really neat setup. They've got the stalls here with the barn, really nice, spacious aisles. And kind of neat, you come through this little aisleway here and it takes you to some tack stalls and some tack area with the viewing area as well. And kind of handy that you can have people tacking up their horses in these cross tie areas and be next to the arena, which can help kind of give comfort to the horse that's in the arena. Also lets the coach kind of keep an eye on the horses getting tacked up if they're lesson students. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then back into day 2 of the workshop, we were doing a bunch of different exercises, a bunch of different things. This is kind of neat. This is Tasha demonstrating how she was practicing walking in towards her horse and rubbing, and then using a different body language to walk in towards her horse and ask her horse to move the hip, and being able to do both types with her horse. So then here, asking her horse to move. So practicing having an energy that says move please versus an energy that says I'm just going to come in and I'm going to rub on you, and being able to rub that hip and rub that bum and that side and not have it mean to move anywhere with your horse. So that's a great exercise to practice, to make sure that you're very clear with your body language and give your horse the opportunity to learn what it is that you're trying to say to them. So kind of cool stuff here. Another really neat one is we were teaching the horses to back up. So if you have a short little horse, you can do it the way Kate is here, kind of reaching up over your horse's neck and using a cue on their neck to ask them to back up. That can help with bridleless later. And then when you have a big gigantic horse like this, you can instead kind of step in front of them and press in the same spot, but go in front of them. So I thought that was kind of cool to show that going on there. And of course it's Easter, so what's Easter without a little chocolate egg hunt? So little Miss Evelyn going for a little chocolate egg hunt in the backyard. Couldn't miss out on doing that. She wasn't super good at finding the eggs. We had to kind of point them out to her a little bit. That's Hadley there, who was in the clinic and helping Evelyn out. We played around together. You can see the beautiful view and the horse paddocks and shelters in the background there. Such a stunning property. I really felt quite spoiled and blessed to be out there, be with such great people, great horses, such stunning little area, counting her little chocolate eggs. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching our weekend in Maine, learned a few things along the way, and I'll leave you off with our Easter feast. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one.